the lightest of the metal, but black metal is the end of the spectrum unless you're going into like some weird genres.
Like gent.
Yeah, it was definitely not what I'm talking about. Yeah. These guys are like really talented fucking musicians and they busted. But I listened to beginning Mayhem and I'm like not impressed like at any of their music. I mean, it's good, but it's nothing to write home to mom and tell her that you listen to black metal now. But I listen to so the story goes basically, I'm going to sum it up, is guitarist of metal band, lead singer commits suicide basically in the most tragic way possible. He like slits both of his arms and then cuts his chest open or something. And then as he's bleeding, he writes a tiny suicide note and so his metal name itself was air quotation, start now, dead, end quote. His name was Dead. Like, that was his onstage black metal name. And he would, like, the performances that they would do, the movie skipped over it pretty fast. Like, but in a span of time, this band was together for, like, 3 years at this point. Yeah. So Mayhem already had become Mayhem, you know what I mean? There's
like the big boys.
Yeah, they definitely had already they didn't really give a really good description of time in the movie and how much time passed before this actual while this story was taking place. So that was really confusing while I was watching because I didn't really know the time span. But the guitarist of the band, so the lead singer shot himself. He's laying in bed. Blood is everywhere. The guitarist comes home, who is named Erroneous, I think his name is.
I think, yeah.
Erroneous. And basically the bitch creates this story that he ate a piece of brain matter from his lead singer, and he he cut off skin out of the guy's head and took pictures of it, and that was the next Mayhem Records cover art, was the lead singer dead.
Really?
Yeah, so it already from the get-go, and that was like, I would say 10 minutes into the movie. So, I mean, you get all this information really, really fast about the complete real beginning origins of the band, and then where the guy Var comes in, who eventually kills the guitarist. In the movie, a really, really horrible way to die. He gets stabbed like OJ's wife.
Wow, just stabbed multiple fucking times.
Multiple times in the stomach to begin with, and then in the kitchen like 3 more times. Guy manages to get out of the apartment, kicks the guitarist down the stairs, stabs him while he's on the ground, and then stabs him in the head to confirm the kill.
Wow.
And the dude who killed this dude in this really awful way is free walking right now.
Wow.
Yeah, the name of that guy is actually the real beginnings of black metal because he created one of the best black metal albums ever. Like, they were in the same band for a while. Like, he was the bass player of that band.
And he fucking killed a guy.
But the legal restraints in Norway is that they only put people away for a maximum of like 14 years. Like, murderers can go free after 14 years.
What the fuck?
It's really fucked up. You remember the Oslo shooter?
Yeah.
He's getting out in this lifetime sometime. His was different then because all of the people he killed basically it wasn't one charge. Every death that guy killed somebody was an additional on top. So he might be serving life in like their legal system. But in this case, the guy who got killed, the guy who killed the other guy, I think it is I'm trying to remember the name because it's so ridiculous. Like Archbishop of Disaster kind of shit. Fucking names. These black metal guys, dude. I just love black metal now because it's really based on the horrible contingency of what it started. Death metal was nothing.
Yeah.
Like we just want to play louder and faster than Motorhead. That's how death metal started.
Yeah.
Black metal was like, sacrifice this child for Satan.
Oh, literally.
They
would literally do it.
In the beginning of black metal, there's church burnings, and it's these guys. It's Mayhem and Burzum, I guess, is the name of that. Anyway, I'll let you check.
Whatever.
You know it, though?
I think. Burzum.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck it means, but I've listened to his first album, like, I don't know, 30 times since I've left that movie. But the irony, and here's where the story gets a little dark and stupid. As I'm leaving the theater at 3 o'clock in the morning after this fucking movie, right? I'm driving out. I got that music playing, which isn't exactly I would say normal music. It's got weird sound effects in the background, and I can't tell when, and it's up pretty loud because I need to stay awake. It's fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm leaving home from the movies. So the music's kind of, I'd say at level 35 in my car, which is pretty normal for me. Anywhere talk radio's 25, metal is 35, that kind of shit. So I'm listening to the record, and I'm like, well, man, I still got like 10, 20 minutes till I get home. I need to stop off at Wawa to get like a soda or some sugar going through me. And I'm driving. I get to Wawa. I turn the car off. The music automatically dies, and I start smelling oil in the car.
What the fuck?
I'm like, fuck. All right, hopefully. So I go in, get my soda, and I'm praying to fucking God that everything's good. But not really. That's where like my figure of speech is saying.
Yeah.
And I get outside. I start my car. I haven't plugged my music back in yet to start the epic journey home. And the car is making this fucking wicked noise. So lo and behold, 3 a.m. in the morning, and I'm getting a tow truck the next morning, begging the assistant manager of Wawa to let my car stay there for more than 15 minutes. It was a whole experience, and it was the only reason I didn't hear that fucking noise though is because of the way that the distortion is from the Norwegian true black metal.
Yeah,
it was like that's the sound that was coming out of my fucking car too, emitting from my hood was the same fucking noise.
So you couldn't exactly
I couldn't tell that I was having car trouble because I was listening to black metal too fucking loud. And that's kind of where my story ends. It ended up being like a huge fucking battalion of nonsense that was happening in my car. Something like an AC compressor went out. And then just weird things happened from there that are not interesting to talk about on air. They ended up quoting me like $2,100 for repairs, and I ended up finding a guy to do it for like $7. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But there's so many like small little uninteresting details in between it that I thought were funny, and they're not. So
no.
So you ended up going to
Rockin Robinson.
Rockin Robinson,
which is pretty awesome. It was a block
really?
Party. Yeah, there was a whole block party going on Robinson Street, starting from the Gringos all the way down to the end of the street where they had a stage.
Like the 7-Eleven?
A little bit before that. It's like...
I got it. It's not interesting
It's
to people.
before Graham.
Okay, so you were at a concert, Rockin Robinson, and you're saying that it was awesome.
Yeah, and that the stage was pretty freaking nice, and they had about 5 bands play throughout the night, but the intermissions were pretty long. So I went inside of Iron Cow to get a drink where they had acts playing too, which is pretty freaking cool.
Oh, they always have music at
Iron
Cow. I saw a Smiths cover band there. It was really, really bad.
Yeah. Normally they have really good music.
Yeah, these guys are like a Smiths cover band that I saw there, and I paid like $12 to get in. I was really fucking mad.
They do that. I hate the cover charge.
Well, no, the band was not good.
Really?
And I was like, I just wanted to hear some Morrissey so I didn't actually have to see Morrissey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't ever want to meet or talk to Morrissey. He's such a weird person, and I don't want to talk to him, even as like a guy who's interested in talking to radio and shit like that. I just don't want to fucking talk to Morrissey. So I go and I don't even want to go to his concerts. That's how no.
I gotta look him up, see how weird he is.
The Smiths.
Oh yeah. More now I got it.
Morrissey, yeah. Okay, so tell me more about Rockin Robinson. What
they had other than that, they had like a racket ball court going on right in the middle of the street, which is cool. And then they had like what the fuck is that? Badminton or whatever with that big ass tennis.
Where is this at? Like where
Rockin Robinson. They had,
did they have that in the parking lots behind or something?
No, it was on the road.
All this fit on the road. Wow.
Yeah, they had a big ass blow up cow that you could walk under and take pictures with and shit.
Really?
Yeah. They had all this going on, and it was $20 for regular, and then they had a VIP for like $50. I don't know what you get VIP. I'm a local.
I'm guessing you get like a wristband and you get free mixed drinks or something like that. It's
Probably.
usually, you get cheaper drink prices or something or another. I think it's an all-you-can-drink, and it's specific locations that are like it's been prepaid for by the whole event. You know, what I mean?
The bar, and all that. But it lasted till I think about 1 o'clock.
Oh man, really?
Yeah.
I bet the residents were fucking pissed. Though Okay, so for our non-Floridian listeners, or non-Orlandoian listeners, actually, what he's talking about is, I would say, maybe a half mile. We have a little strip of bars in a certain area.
It's called the Milk District.
Yeah. Props to the Milk District and every one of them.
It's super small, like in reality.
It's like
right
5 businesses on a major intersection in downtown, in rough, sort of off-key downtown Orlando.
Yeah, it's the I wouldn't know what to call it. I would just call it.
It's a small strip neighborhood, basically.
Yeah,
it's the storefront of the Milk District area.
Yeah,
and there's a milk plant there, and like
that's why it's called a milk.
TGI Lee.
TG Lee.
TG Lee. I was about to say TGI Fridays.
TGI
Fridays. Fuck, man. God. See, we don't usually do this during the day, so it's weird for me to be awake and podcasting during the fucking day doing this. You know? Like we usually do this like 8 or 9 at night.
I like it like this. I'm not sleepy now.
Yeah. Is that why you never talk? Is because you're too fucking stoned from the 6 hours you've been out of work?
Yep, basically.
All right. I guess we have to do this fucking earlier. God damn it. Now I have to be the tired one. Why do I have to make these amenities, Chris? Why?
Because I did, sir.
Fair enough.
You suffer now.
I think I'm the only older adult right now who's like more like a kid than like some of my 27, 28. I would say from 27 to 33, you guys are all acting like old people right now. You're all going to bed before midnight and shit. Every night, 1:30, 3 o'clock. Somewhere in there, I'm going to bed and being up before like 8:30.
I know. Every day, too. Like sometimes.
Every day I'm like this. I got to sleep in this morning, but I only slept an extra like 20 minutes.
And boy.
I was like, what? Come on. It's my first fucking... Anyways.
Yeah.
Any more about Rockin Robinson that was kind of like cool?
They gave away swag. They also had like...
Swag?
Yeah, swag.
Did you just say swag on my show?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
they
fuck
gave away
you,
swag.
Fuck.
I got away with it.
Not really. We'll see what happens in edit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You fucker.
Bitch just said swag on my show. Oh my
did.
God.
Now you did. It has to stay.
Fuck you.
That's a whole segment.
Fuck you. This is terrible. Oh, you sounded so bro down right there. I was like, we were cool up until you said fucking swag. God, Jesus.
What else am I supposed to call it? They gave away shit.
There you go. Gave away shit. You said swag like you were some uptown bro from fucking
swag
California,
bag.
man.
Yeah, swag bag.
Hey, man, you want to buy some swag? I got some swag to give away. Get the fuck
Yeah,
out of here.
like
It's time for a break. You fucking
He's
nut.
selling me that brick weed.
Oh, yeah, Country Chris still has the Mexican brick weed if you need it. I know how much of an oxymoron that it was for you MAGA hat wearing motherfuckers. See you in a few minutes. Hey guys, disappointment follows right now.
Yeah, no.
That's okay though. We'll figure it out in the future.
Yeah.
And by the future, I mean the next 24 hours. I'll figure it out.
I think it's bullshit. I think it's just another, fear campaign.
Okay, so what we were talking about is right now, I thought this was dead, but apparently it came back. Okay, so MOMO Challenge is essentially the new internet as